Reveal the secret ingredient is pomegranate.
All right.
Pomegranates are one of my favorite foods around this time of the year because they only are ripe in the fall and they're very, very seasonal. You just don't see them the rest of the year. But a lot of people in America are fairly afraid of them. I just want to get this out of the way for a second. Are afraid of them because they don't understand how to harvest them. So I'm going to quickly show a way to do this that keeps you from getting really messy. Of course, this is a berry that has all the seeds in the middle. These little things called arils.
And I think that really that's worrisome for a lot of people.
That's worrisome because this red will stain the crap out of everything. So what you do is you cut off the ends, you score the skin, and then hand me that bowl of water again that I sloshed all over the place.
Right.
What you do is you break it apart underwater, and I'm not gonna take time to do this whole thing. But if you do this underwater, the arils are full of sugar, so they float, and I mean they sink to the bottom while all the waxy part from the rind comes up to the surface. So in the end, what you end up with after about 5 minutes is you've got all the bad stuff up top and all the good stuff, these arils, down below. Go ahead and take those and eat them, and eat the seeds. Eat the seeds. Crunch them. It's like nature's Skittle. You can, you can eat those. So once you've got them out, one of my favorite things to do with them is to actually take pomegranate juice, 2 cups, dissolve in 2 packets of gelatin with a little sugar, and set it into a gelatin like this. Don't be afraid. This isn't aspic. I know you're scared of aspic.
Yeah.
All right. So here, just consider this a congealed salad that you'd have like at Christmas time.
Okay.
Go ahead, try it. And that's just pomegranate juice and the pomegranate arils that give it some crunch.
But it's not just a dessert.
No, it's a side dish. You know, I wouldn't even serve that as dessert.
Okay.
I would serve that next to like roast beef or something like that because the astringency of the pomegranate works really well against fattiness in meat.
Brilliant. All right.
So the other cool thing you can do that most people don't realize is you can just buy pomegranate juice and boil it down. I've cooked this down with a little bit of sugar into grenadine. If you've ever worked at a bar or anything, you know what grenadine is. It's basically a pomegranate sugar, and if you've got that, you can make things like a tequila sunrise. We've left out the tequila because this is a family show.
Indeed.
I know. When after the show, we'll do that. But because it's heavy, it'll actually float down and make this beautiful little pattern.
Beautiful.
So you can try that.
Right.
If you cook it down even more, you end up with something called pomegranate molasses.
Wow.
And you can paint that onto something like a leg of lamb.
How long to get to the
This is about an hour to get it down to this consistency. So what we've done is we've taken a quart of the juice with a little sugar and lemon juice for acidity and boiled it down to a cup. And then what I did is I brushed that onto this leg of lamb, and that's all that's on this to make a beautiful leg of lamb that's been stuffed. When this was boned out, I actually rubbed that on the inside along with some of the seeds. So go ahead and eat that.
Okay.
We're men. We don't need plates.
Wow. This is...
So one fruit, many foods, one season.
It's a terrible job, but somebody's got to do it. Alan Brown, he's the host of Next Top Chef.